What do we even have that I could watch? I mean, I'm actually curious what happened with Cat and Chat.
Welcome
So,
back, guys. We've got an update on the situation with YouTuber.
then let me just mute the stream of music and let's see what's up.
Cat Liente, aka Cat in Chat, who has recently come under fire for terrible VTuber related coverage. And so now she issued this whole response to VTuber Alicia, who is calling her out. And Cat's response is going terribly. She's getting roasted for this. She's getting roasted for what she did to Doki Bird the other day. Like it's just all crashing down for Cat right now. But really quick, I'll give a extremely rudimentary summary of what led up to this for anyone who may not have seen my prior two videos. Back in November, Cat made a video about VTuber Alicia getting hacked, but also using Alicia's cancer as clickbait. She got immense backlash for that and made a number of excuses, but ultimately did take the video down and give the presumed ad revenue to Alicia. Fast forward to a number of days ago and Cat made a video on Doki Bird, the video being very one-sided, nearly 2 hours long, and
Okay, so to add to this, I think he will say this in the video, but basically, Cat Liente accused Doki of being manipulative, gaslighting her. Well, the artist, I mean. And, like, yeah, she basically tried to, like, portray Doki Bird so badly. And it sounded like she was clearly on the artist's side so badly. It just didn't feel like she was genuinely trying to, like, report on the news. She didn't even research like properly. It just felt like the artist was like so pissed at Doki for like small things that she did. And mind you, the artist did not deserve any fucking thing that they mentioned. Like, TLDR, artist goes up to Doki Bird after being sick for like a long time, right? I think was it like a couple of months or half a year, something like that? Even a year, maybe? I think it was a year. And basically this artist all of a sudden wants like 12 fucking K for a PC that they will build, but they say that there is some things that he or she did, or they, them, I don't know their pronouns. And then they basically say, oh yeah, like pay me this like amount because like we have been communicating and that is like, you know, chargeable because like that is my fee. And okay, this is a hot take, but as an artist, right? If you are discussing business, talking about business, state at the start your charge rates, what you're charging for, and why. Then the person can either accept that or decline it, right? And then you continue to do what you were planning to do, which is do the product. But instead, in my opinion, like, everything just went downhill from here. Like, the second Cat Liente started like reporting on the quote-unquote news, it wasn't even like proper news. Like, she just started yapping about how the artist is right. But like, you know, maybe he will explain it in the video, but like, I swear to God, some people are so, I don't even know what to say other than privileged. Like, they feel like so entitled. There you go, the word entitled. They feel entitled to some amount of money just because they talk to like this manager, this VTuber, this YouTuber, this streamer, this politician, whatever the frick, right? And then they're like, oh yeah, I want this amount of money for talking with you. But then they say, oh, it's not because I'm talking to you, but just because like I've done work. But they prove nothing. They don't have any proof that they did anything. And then they say, oh yeah, I made this like thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. Like the little what was it, preview of the PC, it looked like something made out of Canva. I swear to God, like if it comes up in this video I'll show it, but like it straight up looks like I could make that in Canva in like 5 to 10 minutes. I swear to God, like it wasn't even like that big of a deal, but the artist made it such a big deal, like, oh, so much time was wasted. Yeah, so much time was wasted, but like both parties were at fault, both. Like, you can't tell me it's just her fault. Like, you know, there's like what, 6 7 people involved in that conversation. Like, it was shoosh. And then yeah, Alicia, right? Honestly, justice for Alicia. Like, bro, don't pull somebody's like mental, physical, or anything into like the community and then be like, oh yeah, this is like their big shtick. Like sometimes, okay, if the VTuber or streamer YouTuber wants that to be like known, that's okay, right? But don't make it like all about it. Like don't make it clickbaity. It's just it's poor taste. I'm sorry to say it is what it is. But back to the video.
Basically tries the entire time to make Doki look terrible. Doki responded, and then Kat began to get even more backlash for her terrible video, with many calling her out for the awful coverage. Again, there is a lot more details to all this, so once again, please consider watching the prior videos for the full context. But continuing, one of the many issues with Kat's video about Doki was a section where she references the cancer clickbait situation with Alicia that I mentioned a moment ago. Now, Kat brings this up specifically to try and paint herself out as having handled the situation well, and essentially tries to make the argument that Doki needs to handle things better.
Yeah, mind you, she basically sounded like she was like, not to be mean or anything, but she sounded like she was just bragging that like, oh, she got away with this. That's what it sounded like to me, right? Like I'm no expert in like anything, but hey, if a person is like reporting on something and then all of a sudden just says, yeah, like yeah, this situation happened and like it's all my fault, but like this happened and like once again it's all my fault, like I apologize, I gave the money back, but like once again it's not my fault. If you keep repeating that, like I'm sorry, but like what are you trying to prove? Like what are you really trying to prove here? Like as I said, not to be mean, I'm just telling you what the vibes are like, what it feels like to me, right? But who am I, right? I'm a nobody. Nobody gives a fuck, right?
Like how she herself handled the situation with Alicia. Kat doing this came off extremely weird, tone deaf, and manipulative to what actually happened. And eventually, Alicia finds out about Kat bringing the situation up again months later and trying to use it to make her look good and Doki look bad. A very weird thing to do, like I said, and a bit difficult to even describe because it's so tone deaf and devoid of logic for why Kat actually thought
Yeah,
this was a good idea.
I mean,
Nevertheless,
see,
Alicia understandably then went off on Kat yesterday, calling her out in a number of statements.
well, not yesterday anymore, because like, you know, it's been like what, 2 weeks. I'm not reporting on anything. I'm just telling you, like, right? Like, it's been 2 weeks, but yeah, 2 weeks ago, a day before that, that's when Alicia posted. Yeah, like,
And so that takes us up to the present. Again, a really quick summary, but at least that gets you in the loop if you haven't seen the other two videos that I made on all this stuff. As now, Kat has issued this response on her Twitter account. This is again extremely tone deaf by Kat, and I can't even grasp how she thinks this is a good way of handling things. In particular, because first of all, the statement's just not good, but two, this statement is essentially the same thing that she's already been saying in her comment section trying to defend herself, which she is already getting criticism for, and people are pointing out issues with this. And so now her response directly to Alicia is to just repeat the same stuff that's already not working. It's such a weird thing to do. I don't even know how to like explain that. I don't know if I even want to read this whole thing already.
like I'm not gonna watch the full video, obviously. Like, you just go check it out. But like, I'm gonna see like, yeah, he reads the whole thing. I think, yeah, he does. But like, hey, addressing the cancer clickbait incident with Alicia, right? This is like what Kat Liente starts her post with. This is how it starts. There was a situation where Alicia was hacked. Alicia. Like, okay, interesting little typo. Whatever, I won't nitpick. She lost access to their YouTube channel, and I had made a video about it titled something like VTuber with cancer was hacked. The VTuber had publicly expressed on their Twitter they did not want people to talk about their hacking situation, and I wanted to respect that and was going to delete the video. At this point, the video was not live. It was sitting as my private on my channel, right? And like, bro, I should have deleted the video immediately. Like, this is just my perspective, but like, don't say I should have. That implies that you don't want to take like responsibility for something. when it already happened. Like, you're still trying to, like, dissociate from it. Like I should have. Like, I could have. You know? In this case, at least. To avoid miscommunication with my editor. Right? And that's my fault. However, while I was asleep, my editor posted the video without me knowing. Don't say without me knowing. Yes, like, you can say it, but, like, when you say it like that, my editor posted the video without me knowing, that's basically blaming him for everything that happened afterwards. Like, take accountability. Just say, yeah, I basically just, forgot to tell him. I should have. Then it would have been like, okay, if you said you should have, right? Yeah, okay, you don't want to take responsibility for it, but at least you said, hey, yeah, I should have. In the context of, I should have told my editor, which is what any person should do. If you have an editor, notify them, communicate with them first before doing anything. If you forget, that's okay, but, like, try to always do this, especially when you're, like, a big content creator like Cat Liente. You should not be, like, posting this, like, even, like, making content about this, right? Like, I get it, but you're not an official news reporter. Like, she makes drama videos most of the time. It is mostly drama. It's not like news. So I get that you want to, like, get views, get money, get whatever, but, like, please research into your things. Like Muujin, for example, or Hero Hey. Like, at least he does it in a way that's like, oh, like, this happened in a moment, and then in the middle of the videos there's going to be, like, cuts where he will explain things, like if there's an update. Excuse me. To a sneeze. Again. I sneeze too much. Anyway. I said what I said. My opinion could be worth jack shit. I don't care. Also, give me a moment. I need to check on something. I think my cats are trying to escape. Okay. What? What's up? What's going on? Is Bean okay? Beanie's okay? Yeah? I'm back. Anyway. Hopefully my cats will not try to escape again. Yeah. Anyway. So, as I said what I said. I stand by it. Things could have been much better. But lack of accountability, I'm sorry. That's completely different topic. Like, I can't really speak about that. Because, hey, sometimes people just be doing shit. At this point, like, Anyway. I don't wanna read all of this. It's like, as I said, lack of accountability, a response like that, like, she's just gonna be repeating info and being like, believe me, guys, believe me. And yeah, skipping a little bit to another message that she posted on Twitter. I didn't want to make this public because I thought the situation was privately resolved and because I didn't want any backlash to fall on my editor for human error. Again, it's ultimately my responsibility to double check each video that goes live, and I fell short here, for which I am sorry. Right? Like, this is how she should have started. I make amends to the VTuber as soon as I realized something was wrong, but I felt I have to address the situation as it's been over 6 months and the VTuber had made a video about the situation. She has every right to be upset about what happened, so please don't harass her, but I felt that since this was circulating again, that I needed to address the situation at hand. I mean, even if she did not address the situation, right? Even if, I think it wouldn't have been better at all because of, like, what she said in these tweets. I just feel like she didn't add anything to the conversation. And there you go, Alicia providing screenshots.
Statement that Kat made that we just read. Alicia saying, "Hey there, idiot. It's me, the person you exploited. Don't worry, I showed all the screenshots in my video. It doesn't save you. You said in your own words, I was too lazy to take down, and that taking down videos takes time. You're a liar. Yeah, for the record, the time it takes to take down a video is like a handful of seconds.
Yeah, that's
Depending
true.
on your internet speed, I guess, maybe a little longer if you gotta wait for the page to load. Dude, if you're doing it from mobile, you go to like the creator app, you go to the dashboard thing, like click content, click the video, go down to like the options, and there should be like one for delete. It doesn't take time.
Yeah,
That's not like
it's
the
like
exact
2
step.
3
That's,
seconds.
you know, it's a very easy, short process to do. And if you're on your computer, it's basically the same sort of thing. You go to the dashboard, click the video, find the delete option. Like, come on now. Oh, it takes time, guys. What the heck? You can pretend and act like your editor is the problem, but you are. You are a terrible person who thinks posting about my cancer is fine, who chose to bring me up again to defend yourself when slamming on DokiBird. You posted a video clickbaiting my cancer on your channel. You had it changed titled to me being in remission. You bash Doki for her quote unquote blaming others. You're a hypocrite. Trying to call out someone else while you are the problem is just classic you though. All the screenshots, honey, I can provide them since they are in my response video. Oh yeah, by the way, the statement that Kat made, it also got this community note that reads, the statement miss a lot of context. Post of the person who got affected by this, video statement of the person with all uncensored screenshots. And Alicia continues here too, saying, let's click this 1 second. There we go. My screenshots also include the comment I made that you deleted. So cheers, you posted about my channel being hacked a week after I already got it back. It just gets worse and worse. You made the video after I already called out other channels for clickbaiting my cancer. You even stated you knew before the video uploaded that I don't want people calling me the cancer VTuber, yet you made the video. F off. Also, you of course didn't want the situation to be public because you looked terrible about my channel being hacked a week after I already got it back.
Oopsie, misclicked.
You knew before the video uploaded that I don't want people calling me the cancer VTuber, yet you made the video. F off. Also, you of course didn't want the situation to be public because you looked terrible. I chose not to say anything, but then you brought me up to seem like a good person when people got upset about you in relation to DokiBird. This is on you for making me step up. And as mentioned, Kat is just getting tremendous backlash for all this stuff. Of course, for example, going back to her statement and taking a look at some of the quote responses, because she had also locked the direct responses, but you can't lock the quote tweets. We got like this example. Just stop making videos. You are a hateful and evil person who seeks to profit by actively lying about people. Not even you being misinformed. You intentionally lie. Not even a woman suffering from cancer is taboo for you. You still lie, even now, to try and save yourself. You can delete the Doki video so easily in under 30 seconds, or better yet, take real accountability and stop covering drama when you're biased and not getting both sides. Closing comments because you know you will get burned to ashes. How is your "they're not going to put a dent in me" attitude going? That's referencing something else that not Alicia, excuse me, Kat, that Kat had previously said. There's one response that's supporting Kat. Says, we love and support you, Kat. Keep being based. And it gets 0 likes. How about you first take down your terrible hit piece video on DokiBird, retract your words and admit you lied about her. Then you can worry about your other terrible actions. Holy smokes, have some shame. And really quick side note, that reminds me, the Niji Sanji Defense Force, the Niji sisters are mad at me for making this video, for covering the stuff that happened to Doki. Of course, they still hate Doki. They're petty like that. We can...
Yeah, so basically Kat Leanta is just doing her thing, like completely trying to ignore everything and act like nothing happened, and she apologized and she did the real thing.